Yes, people, we're back here again. We're here with the Fulham Liverpool preview. Speak about the team news, score prediction, injuries, etc. Let's get straight into it. No messing about in the preview. Well, this time around, we are travelling away to Craven Cottage. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff on a Sunday. And obviously this video is going out 2 days before. I've got a busy weekend, so that's why it's coming out today instead of a Saturday. But let's get straight into it. For Fulham side of things, they've got a couple of players potentially out. Harry Wilson, Kenny Tate and Reece Nelson will all be out for the game. As for Liverpool side of things, Alisson Becker has still got a concussion apparently. Obviously from the Brazil game that he played in international. But we are going to get my lineup prediction. But we will speak a little bit on Alisson Becker. Connor Bradley, hopefully he could potentially make the bench for the game because I did see he was back in somewhat training. Same with Joe Gomez. And obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold and Tyler Morton, they're out. They are not going to be featuring on the bench or starting in this game. Team form coming in to the game for Fulham. Bit shaky form for them in their past 5. 1-1 against Man United. I think that was in the Cup. 2-1 loss against Brighton. They beat Tottenham 2-0. Everyone beats Tottenham. Lost 3-0 to Palace in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Then obviously lost to Arsenal. As for Liverpool, winning 3 out of their last 5. Obviously we lost to PSG, Newcastle in the Cup final. But we are coming back off the Merseyside derby win, which was a really good second half performance. First half, Everton probably should have scored a goal or two, if I'm being honest. It could have easily been a different way of result. But ultimately, we got over the line, and that's all that really matters. Head to head between the sides, Liverpool 12 wins to Fulham with 3 and 4 draws. Now, this game, suspected is going to be goals. If you go off the past 5 games, 2-2, 3-1, 1-1, 2-1, 4-3. Trent winner that was, wasn't it? I remember that. And obviously the 2-2 going back early in the season where I actually thought it was a really good valuable point. And it's coming like to be a really good valuable point because obviously we're 12 points clear. In that game, I remember it was 1-0 down. Robertson got sent off. Gravenberch was sent to place in the back, which he was brilliant in. If we have 11 men, or you give us an extra 5 minutes, we go and win that game. 110%. Fulham's top goal scorers in the league is Jimenez on 10 goals and 3 assists. Obviously Salah on 27 goals and 17 assists. So that is the form between both sides. Fulham, they do sit 9th in the table. They are still in contention for Europe. But this game is massive for them because you look at the teams above and you probably expect them to beat them. You expect Man City to win. You expect Chelsea to win. Forest will obviously probably will beat Aston Villa in my opinion. You'd expect Brighton to beat Palace. Although, Palace are in really good form to be fair. Is that game away? Is that Brighton? And Palace are really good away, so Fulham needs to be picking up points, if I'm being honest. And if you go off the last 5, they're not in the best of form when comparing to the teams that are competing for Europe in their respective places. So, and their away form this season isn't too bad. They're sitting 8th in away form, 6 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses in their away form. And obviously Liverpool's home form is by far the best. 12 wins, 2 draws on 1 loss. That was only to Nottingham Forest. Let's get into my lineup prediction then. So that is the news around the game. Let's go to Yeah. So in goal, I do think Alisson will return. You know, it was down to a late fitness test. With a couple of more days in the bank, you suspect Alisson will come back in. At right back, do you go Curtis Jones again? I think Fulham are going to be a lot more direct on the ball, a lot more progressive. You could go Kwanzaa in this, because and also he offers that physicality. Fulham do have physicality in their team. I'm going to go Kwanzaa to start at right back. At left back, I think from around the end of the season, you're going to see Andrew Robertson. Pretty easy for me. It's going to be a man like Virgil. Like, these are just simple options. At centre back, unless regarding injuries. Midfield 2, I thought Ryan Gravenberch put in a really good performance against Everton. I'd been saying for weeks he should have been rested prior. He had that 2.5 week spell, because obviously he did pick up a slight knock in the cup final, and he's had that couple of weeks rest now, and he looks like hopefully he can kick on again like the form we saw early in the season. So it is probably going to be Ryan Gravenberch partnering with Alexis McAllister. Now this is where it gets interesting in my opinion. I think Salah's obviously going to start off the right. Does Cody Gakpo come back in? Or do you go Diaz Jota again? Because Gakpo is fit. He is fit. Like, he was playing well in the international. And obviously he's had a couple of more weeks of training sessions now, sorry. So I want to see Cody Gakpo come back in, because for me he's the best left winger at the football club, in my opinion. That is my opinion. Down the middle, I think you go Szoboszlai. And up front, I think you go Jota. I think he goes Jota again. That's my team. I think it will be Alisson will come back in. Kwanzaa will come in for Jones, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, McAllister, Gravenberch, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, and Jota. That is my lineup builder prediction. But look, by all means, look, we just got to get these last 4 wins now, really, and just get over the line. It's as simple as that. Fulham is going to be tough. Fulham away is always tough. You know, they've took points off big teams this season. They've done well against these teams this season. And obviously losing to Arsenal in the game where they probably should have nicked a point with the chances they had. Obviously losing to Crystal Palace, they're going to be coming back. They can't be affording to lose £300. Especially with the teams looking at the picking up form again. You got your Forests not slowing down. Villa, that's on to pick back up again. Can Brighton kick on? Newcastle, they're winning again. Now they've got that mentality and that big boost from winning the cup against Liverpool. So they've got that motivation and the everything in them to go and get over the line. We've seen what it does to teams when they go and win the cup early in the season, how it can get them over the line, if that's whether a top 4, a title race, or other respective cup competitions. So it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game, that's all. But I do fancy Liverpool to get the job done. Hence why my score prediction, I've gone with a 2-0 win. I'm going to go with Mohamed Salah and Alexis McAllister. It'll be different. Salah will get a goal and assist. I want Salah to get a couple of assists now, because he's got 8 games to get 4 assists. Obviously, it's doable still, of course. And I think he will do it, but I want him to really get a load more assists. We can proper smash that 2020 record that is owned by Thierry Henry. So that is my preview for the game. Injuries regarding the game, team news, my lineup prediction, my score prediction. And look, it's not going to be an easy game. We're just going to get over the line. Simple as that. Smash the like, subscribe. And we will be doing a match reaction to this game. Hopefully Everton could do something against Arsenal. Not in the sense I'm worried about the title, I just want this title wrapped up, boom, and we can get on the beach. We're already on the beach now, but we can get the full drinks out, everything out, and celebrate winning that league title. Smash that like, subscribe.